Good morning.
Good morning. Who's here? Juana, Michelle. Good morning, Michelle. I feel like we haven't seen you in a little bit. Deborah, Mary Jo, Carolyn, Nan, Nancy. Good morning, everybody.
Michelle posted a video on her YouTube the other day of her and Andrew Troy hanging out in person, and it made me happy.
Aw, that's fun.
Mm-hmm. I wish we lived near Ninja Riders.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Good morning. Yesterday was fabulous. 25 degrees. Oh, she's in Canada, so I don't even know how that translates to Fahrenheit.
Mm.
Oh, they're going to do more videos. That's so fun. Good morning, Cindy. Just on time. 25 degrees Celsius, but I don't know how that translates to Fahrenheit.
I feel like that's like 70s. Because I think it.
Oh, Pat, I'm going to go check your email right now. Oh, gosh, before I forget. Because I don't know why it didn't get mailed to me.
Yeah, I feel like 25 degrees Celsius is like in the 70s Fahrenheit.
Pat, I don't have an email from you. Could you send it again to, oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, I'll email you. We have been working on a plan for the self-publishing class. You will definitely be able to you asked about using the discount, and you will definitely be able to do that. I mean, the answer is yes, but it's going to look a little different than we had planned, mostly because we just didn't get enough people signed up to continue to do it the way, like with hiring, outside teacher to teach it. It didn't make sense. So we are still doing, self-publishing, but it's going to look a little different, and it's going to be like access to the whole Ninja Riders team. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. So we're going to talk about that more. This next Saturday is wrapping up the short nonfiction class. The self-publishing class was meant to be a repeat of that class, Cindy, which wasn't really a fiction class. It was just a publishing in general class. But
we're going to do a webinar on.
We're going to do a webinar, not a webinar, but just a meeting on Zoom about what our plan is for that in a week from Saturday.
But will everybody be invited to that, or is it just for?
No, we'll invite everyone to it. But it is something that if you have already paid for self-publishing and short nonfiction, you will not have to pay for the first 6 months. And it is like building on what we did in those classes, but I think it's going to be more what we're really good at, like leaning into our strengths as a team. And then I'll tell you, self-publishing workshops have been difficult for me on a personal level, because it's the first time I've tried to teach something that I didn't feel like I could teach directly myself. Yes, Cindy, if you paid last year for self-publishing and you paid for short nonfiction, then this new thing you will not need to pay for. If you pay for the first 6 months. So we're going to talk more about it. I'm not quite ready to announce it like for real yet, because we're still working on the kinks of it. But it's going to be That's what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if you still need help, everyone still needs help with it.
It's
And
going to be more in line with the way that we kind of run the academy, except for instead of having access to just one team member, you'll have access to all.
Well, and it won't be feedback necessarily. You'll see it's going to be really cool. We're still working on it, and we're definitely going to be ready to we'll talk about it a little bit this Saturday, but we'll be ready for like a full-on discussion of it in 2 weeks, and then it'll start in November. And it basically what it will be is that it will have a lesson every week, but you will also have breakout room access to every Ninja Rider team member who will have like if you need help right now with marketing, visual marketing or Instagram or covers, then you can go to Adrian's breakout room. And if you need help with SEO, you can go to Meg's breakout room. If you just need if you want to talk about your fiction project, you can go to Junita's breakout room. If you want help with editing, you can go you can go to either Kristen or Deborah's breakout rooms, and they'll just live edit a page of your work for you, like I do in the self-editing class every week. Not obviously they're not going to be able to do unlimited editing in 2 hours, but as many people as possible. And we actually have a system in place for making sure that it's fair, that it's not the same person every week getting feedback. Nan, you can always give feedback. Just email me or Adrian. I'm interested in your feedback. And Zach will be there to help with a breakout room for help with vellum and formatting.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just talk directly to Zach about your exact program or your exact book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're still putting it all together, so we can talk about it in a better capacity.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the month. All right. Are we ready to write?
Yeah. Nan, let me just give Nan my Nan, if you want to send me feedback, I'm interested in hearing it. And here is my I'm gonna put my email in the chat.
Okay, ready?
Yep. See you guys in 10 minutes. Hey. I worked on a blog post. I'm gonna have to do my fiction later today.
I worked on a blog post too, but it was a fun one. I was writing a kind of a personal essay-esque one, so
good.
Creative.
Hi, Lori Jo. Michelle says Atticus is a great program, and Meg will be doing a class on that. Yes, and it will also be covered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll definitely. Meg has been learning Atticus. She's very interested in it. And I also know the guy who developed it, and I'm pretty sure that we can get him to come do a webinar in our new program about Atticus in particular. So I'm excited about both of those things.
Yeah, it'd be good. We've got a good idea. We're just it's still in the developing phase of it. So
yeah.
But we're really excited about it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we just didn't have enough people sign up for the second round of self-publishing to justify paying an outside teacher to teach it. And so we're tweaking it some so that we can still do it and still support you guys going forward with your self-publishing empire building efforts, but in a way that doesn't require.
I think it's a way where you'll have more support from us, but also other people who are doing the same thing that you're doing, which is important. You know? More of a community atmosphere, which is what we're good at. All right. Cindy Heath.
Oops. Yep, 245 words in a painful new chapter. Lori Jo, Atticus is a program similar to Vellum that's for that you can use if you have a PC. So it's for Mac and PC users. Sherry has 192 words. Carolyn has 252 words. Pat has 244. Michelle uses Atticus. It's amazing. It was developed by Dave Chesson, who also developed Publisher Rocket. David has 340 on short nonfiction, is struggling a little to get going on the blogging challenge. It's okay. It's all right. As long as you're working through the struggle.
The blogging challenge is very self-run, so it's important that you set your own, like our goal is to publish every day for the rest of the year, but you know, it's okay for your goal to be like maybe to publish just twice a week for the rest of the year or you know, once a week. Like set a goal that's attainable for you.
Shelly has distractions. The phone rang. Her daughter came out of her soccer class with exciting news. I will get this done a little later. Got the planning of a blog done at least. Good. Exciting news for soccer. That sounds like fun.
Sounds fun.
Nan got 543. How about teaching? About how teaching is like planning and hosting an engaging and delicious dinner party. Oh. You are very welcome. Michelle March has a word count of 451, but I'm editing and adding to a post that I was already working on. Pat says, that sounds awesome. Oh, good. I'm really glad that you think so. Teresa is editing a book 2, short nonfiction at a snail's pace, but still making progress. You know, that's interesting because I think that the kind of tweak that we have in mind is going to be less of time-bound goals, which can be very anxiety causing for some people. And it will allow for more
self-set goals, I think.
Self-set goals, yeah.
What you need when you need it and at your own pace.
Juana is finishing up a post that's taken me a couple days. It's about 300 words today. Good. Morning, Debbie. Edited 5 pages. Mary Jo is at 227. You are welcome. Leanne, good morning. She wrote 151 words and couldn't get started, but once she did, it wasn't bad. Good. Michelle's goal is once a week for the rest of the year. She's still working on her BYOB.
That's a good goal.
It is a good goal. Oh, so you got to remind me because I don't used to having people publish. So Adrian will go in there and publish that today.
Yeah, I will right after this.
Yeah, I knew you were doing it. I don't usually have people that are not myself publishing in the right brain, and I forgot to look. I'm so sorry, but she's going, Adrian will do that this morning. Passes a bunch of us went on Google Meet to work on book covers. Oh, nice. Junita came and it was amazing. Good. Yeah. So it'll just be a more formal way of doing that with like the structure of a curriculum. I think that's the goal. That's the goal. It'll be something like a cross between a mastermind and a class and a workshop, and you will have access to a team, which I think is something that we can provide you that would be difficult and expensive to get all on your own. So by yourself when you're at the start of your writing career. That's our goal anyway. Thank you, Mary Jo. No, don't worry about being pushy. I've had the most ridiculous week and my brain is like roughly the texture of a bowl of oatmeal right now. And definitely need reminders sometimes. Nan and Karen both remind to give a thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah, we will be talking about that. Next week is tomorrow is the finish up of the short nonfiction workshop. And I will be spending some time kind of introducing the idea of a different program and why and that sort of thing. And then we are going to have kind of not a kickoff of it, but like a work the next week at 11 a.m. in that same space, we're going to have I guess I'm going to call it a webinar, even though it doesn't really feel like one, more of a Q&A, like an introduction to that program and what our hopes for it are, and inviting people to be like founding member, ground floor as we work through it, figuring it out. I will say the last year, as we've been doing the self-publishing workshop, two things. One is that I can see the need for it, because self-publishing, if you want to earn an income as a writer, which right now, with everything that's going on in the world, it's the ability to turn what you're good at, writing, into something that can create income streams for you is super important. And I'm pretty passionate about supporting you in doing that. And also the way that these classes were taught was the first time I've ever done something in Ninja Writers that I didn't feel like I could teach myself in the way that it was being presented. And I'm not going to lie, that wasn't very fun for me. I did not enjoy it. It was anxiety causing. I don't think it was. I think I'm proud of those classes, and we still have all that curriculum. And I think that a lot of people learned a lot. We had a lot of people actually publish. I don't think it leaned into what Ninja Writers is the best at, as well as it could have. And I think that now that we have that curriculum and that experience behind us, we can move forward into something that's more unique to us and our culture and Ninja Writers and what we do best, which is like hands-on support and kind of learning with you and learning. I don't know. I don't feel like how that class was run is something that I'll just say it didn't sell again. Not enough people joined. And I think that the reason why is because it's a little bit off center from what we normally do in the way that we normally do it. And I think leaning more into how we normally do things is going to be pretty fantastic. What we have planned is really amazing. And I think you'll agree. And I hope to see you on Saturday tomorrow. Or we'll invite the public the week after tomorrow. So a week from tomorrow. So if you're not in short nonfiction, it's okay. You'll be able to learn more about it the next week. But next week, you'll learn a little bit about it, and it will be a good place to ask questions. Ruby is fine. She's done with quarantine. She had very minimum symptoms thanks to her vaccination, and they're all, whatever she did have is resolved. Yeah.
She's going back to school on Monday.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but she got permission from the school district to do her. She was so upset because tomorrow is the last exhibition of marching band, or the thing that they've been working toward all year. Yeah, we all did. Kevin and I were tested, and we both tested negative, and Kevin's parents did not get sick, and Zach didn't get sick, and Nick and Adrian both tested negative as well. So yes, it was oddly anticlimactic in a good way. You spent 18 months like panicked of this illness getting into your house. So it was really nice that when it did, it didn't cause the kind of havoc that it has caused for other people. Very, very grateful. I'll take anticlimactic in this case any minute, any day of the week. Oh my gosh, you have no idea, Michelle. It wasn't even, well, you probably do, because there's probably something like when your fridge overflowed or whatever happened, leaked, and you had like all of a sudden you had no kitchen. Like it's not that any part of it was difficult. It was that just trying to quarantine this many people and keep everybody from cross-contaminating each other or whatever was a lot. Wow. Just wow. Bye, Leanne. Okay, what do we have going on in Ninja Writers today?
Well, we have, let's see, Friday, we have Building Your Street Teams at 4 p.m. Eastern, a write-in at 7 p.m. Eastern, and Querying Basics at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Nice. Okay, everyone have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Bye.
Bye.